Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Allie, and in today's video we're going to be reviewing the Colourpop Ooh La palette. This palette, this is the Ghetto card it came in, by the way. Can you just... Beautiful, right? Like, I love the pinky reflect it has. And with this palette today, I created like this all pink eye look. Here is what the inside of the palette looks like if you haven't already seen it. Mine's a little dirty because, you know, I just used it. I think this palette is a really cool idea because I don't see too many pinky toned palettes on the market. So I think for them to come out with an all pink palette was really, really cool. I've never seen an all pink palette. Like, I can't think of any palettes like all pink. I've seen like mauve and like rose gold palettes, but nothing like this. So I think it's a really cool concept, especially to release it on October 3rd, which was the release date of this palette, because like Mean Girls, Oh Wednesdays We Were Pink, you know, type thing. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, that's what we're doing in today's video. I'm just gonna show you how I created this look using the Colourpop Ooh La palette, give my overall thoughts and opinions on it. I will go ahead and insert some swatches of this palette right about now. Okay, these don't swatch the absolute best in the entire world, but I will say swatches are not a good representation of how a palette will perform. So these swatches don't look amazing. I'm also not the best swatcher, but just a little tidbit, I don't think swatches are like the best way to determine if a palette is going to be shitty or not. So I don't think I mentioned this palette retails for $12. So for $12 you get 9 shades and a pretty good quality mirror, honestly. Like, I like this mirror a lot. But yeah, 9 shades in a mirror for $12 is a steal in my opinion. So yeah, if you want to see the look I created with the Ooh La palette, then go ahead and just keep on watching. Okay, just for a little preference, I already have my eyebrows done and my lids are primed and ready to go with some concealer and loose powder. And now we're gonna go ahead and just jump into the Colourpop Ooh La palette, which looks like this. I'm gonna take the little protector off the mirror. Obviously, with this being an all pink palette, I want to do something pink. I'm really, really drawn to this sandbar shade right here and also this middle shade. So I think I want to like do some transition shades up here and then fade into this all over my lid and maybe top it with that shade. That's my objective, my motive, but I don't know if that's what I'm going to do quite yet. So I'm just go ahead and just go with the flow. I'm just going to go with the flow, you know? Anyways, taking the shade Soft Core right there in the palette is just a pale, mute, pinky, not lavender, but just like a really muted pink color. And I'm taking a huge fluffy brush. This one is by BH Cosmetics. It's the BH Cosmetics 101 brush. It was part of like their Eye Essentials collection. Just any big fluffy brush will do. Doesn't have to be this one. Any brush will work. And you're just gonna blow that pink color out everywhere. All up in your crease. I don't know if I've ever done an all pink look. I don't really care for the color pink all too much, which is crazy because when I was younger, that was like my favorite color ever. But I don't know, as I've grown, just not into it. That shade blended out beautifully with like little to no effort. I'm now taking an even smaller fluffy brush and I'm gonna pick up the shade Poodle right there in the palette. It's just the next like deeper pink in the palette. And this is going to go in my crease as well, but I'm not going to blow it out the way I blew out the Soft Core shade. This is going to go more centered just in my crease, like that. I hope that makes sense. Sometimes I say things, I'm like, that probably makes no sense to anybody, but it's fine. This look is pulling a little more purple than I anticipated, but it's chill. I know the lid color will be bright pink though, so no worries. I'm gonna go back in with the original blending brush, no additional product. I'm going back in with the original blending brush. I'm not gonna take any more product. I'm just gonna blend the two shades together a bit more. Taking a skinny little blending brush, I am going to pick up the shade Sandbar now, which is like that neon pink in the palette. Colourpop does have a single shadow of this shade, so if you saw this palette and you really just want like one pink shade, you don't want like a whole pink palette, just pick up the shade Sandbar from Colourpop because it's much cheaper to do it that way and you're still getting a pink. So, and it's a really good pink. Like, I have the single shadow and it's fire. Like, it's so pigmented that you have to be kind of careful when placing the shade because it can go a little too crazy. So yeah, this is just gonna go on the inner and outer third of my lid, kind of like a halo eye. That's kind of the vibe I'm going for today, but not entirely. And I am going to bring that up into my crease ever so slightly. I don't want this to be like a big, massive pink eye. Gross. I just kind of want to bring some life to my crease. Every brush I've used so far, by the way, has been from BH Cosmetics. I placed a huge order for them not that long ago. I did a review video on them, and there's some bomb brushes, and that's just what I've been using. So any brushes you have that are similar in shape will do the trick. You don't have to go out and buy BH Cosmetics brushes. Taking that second blending brush that we use, the more taper blending brush is not as fluffy, I'm going to pick up a mixture of Poodle and Sandbar and just run that directly in my crease. And then once again, taking that big fluffy brush, I'm just going to run through everything. This is basically what makeup is. Just blending until you're happy. Okay, now to put the color all over my lid, I'm going to take a fluffy packing brush and pick up the shade Opulent, which is in the center of the palette. It's not shimmery in the way of metallic, but it has some shimmer to it, which gives the shade dimension. And I'm just going to pack that all over my lid. Oh my god, I'm getting so much fallout from that shade. I wonder if you're supposed to use it wet. That might give it more of a shimmery metallic look, but I'm not going for that with this shade. Oh, oh my god, I'm like not even realizing, look at all that fallout I've gotten. Was that just from this one shade, or was that from Sandbar too? I didn't recall having much fallout with Sandbar. Holy crap. So yeah, if you're using this palette and you want to use like a bright pink shade, I recommend doing your eyes first. Holy cow, I didn't even realize how bad that got until it was too late. Oh, I'll clean it up in a minute, I'm not worried about it. And to make this look just a little more, I'm going to take this shimmery shade called Tickled in the palette. It's not like a super metallic shade where it's going to like be a full-blown color. It's kind of more like an eyeshadow topper. If you can see, it has just like a little bit of a glitter sparkle wow effect. And so that's going to go right on top of the shade Opulent just to kind of get a bit more dimension. And if you feel like that was too much sparkle and you're not really into how white it is, because that's kind of how I'm feeling, I'm just going to pack Opulent right back over. That way it's more of a pinky reflect because I want like an all pink look. So that's kind of how the eyes are looking now. And that's pretty much it color-wise. Just keep going back and forth with blending and blend the shades together. I'm not going to add any more colors than I already have on my lid. Just blending now. I feel like I'm not sitting up when I'm doing that. Now let's just wipe that away. So because of how bright and flashy this look is, like, I don't know, I feel like I'm so far away from the camera you can't tell how bright it is, but when I'm like this, you're like, oh yeah, that's bright pink. But because of how bright and flashy this look is, I'm gonna go in some Drama lashes. These are the Boldt Face Makeup Lash Goals lashes, and they're huge for my eyes. Some eyes, they look, you know, relatively normal, but I have like smaller eyes and they're a lot, okay? My shape can't handle that. So I'm gonna do mascara and lashes. Okay, so that's what the top lid looks like with lashes on. If you see white glue, ignore it. My lashes are still drying, but it's whatever. So, woo! I'm gonna go do my base of foundation off camera because I've said it before on my channel, it's boring as fuck to watch somebody blend their foundation blend their foundation in. So I'm gonna do my foundation and I'll be back for the rest of my eyes and the rest of my face. Okay, so my base is on. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to bronzer and blush and then do my lower lash line and then highlight, and you get the gist of it. For bronzer today, I'm using my Milani Baked Bronzer in the shade Soleil. This bronzer, it has more of a satin finish to it. It does have like sparkles in the pan, but when you blend it on your cheeks, you don't see sparkles, so like don't worry about that, you know? I'm just gonna take a big fluffy brush and bronze my skin. I'm gonna take some of my Maybelline Fit Me powder and just carve out my face like a turkey. That was awful. That was an awful joke. I'm so sorry. That wasn't, But I'm just gonna run that alongside of my nose and underneath my contour on my cheek. I'm getting powder everywhere. Okay, and then taking my Ellen Tracy blush and highlighter collection book thingy. I got this TJ Maxx for like $5. If you didn't see my vlog, I talked about that in this, but yeah, $5 for all these blushes and that weird white shade in the middle, which has no purpose. But still good variety of blushes, and they're actually pretty decent for $5. I didn't think, like, I don't know, I thought maybe because of how, I thought maybe they wouldn't be the best. So since I'm doing a pinky look, I'm going to keep, turbo. Since I'm doing like a pink look, I'm going to keep my blush pretty pink too. So I'm going to mix this shade and this peachy shade in the palette. Taking out my Luxie 514 blush brush. Okay, well my contours are baking. I'm going to go back in with the Colourpop Ooh La La palette. And I'm going to take a little pencil brush and I'm going to mix the shades Soft Core and Poodle, the first two transition shades I went in with in the palette. I'm just going to tightly line this around. I'm just going to tightly round that on my lower lash line. I don't want to blow this out too much because I just don't like the way a blown out lower lash looks on me. But if you like the way it looks on you, because I think it's beautiful on most people, I just look kind of funky with it, then I would do that heavy with this look because it's so pink and bright. I would just take that I would take that sandbar shade and just go crazy on my lower lash line. But I'm not that kind of girl. However, I am going to take the same small brush and take the shade Sandbar and just ever so like lightly dunk into it and lightly put that on my lower lash line. Okay, now I'm dusting the bakage off my face. Before I go in with my lower lash line mascara, I'm going to spray my face with setting spray real quick. This is the Gerard Cosmetics setting spray in the smell cucumber, or green tea, my bad, green tea. I know I'm doing my makeup in like a funky order right now, but it's just because it's just the way I do it. I'm going to do my lipstick now. I'm going to use the Urban Decay Comfort Matte lipstick in the shade Stark Naked. And also topping of my Colourpop and Delilah gloss in the shade Nude Day. Now I'm going to apply my mascara to my lower lash line. This is the Maybelline, the Colossal Volume Express Mascara. I literally use it all the time, just my only mascara. Okay, and to keep up with like the pink theme, I'm going to go in with my Dose of Colors times I Love Sour E highlighter in the shade Bathe. It was just like the very pink shade. I'm going to take a tapered fluffy brush and just pick that up and apply it all over my face in the normal areas you would apply highlighter. Now I'm just going to spray my face one last time with that same setting spray because my makeup is now complete. Fun fact, I actually hate green tea and I hate the way this smells, but it's a good setting spray. So yeah guys, that was my completed look using the Colourpop Ooh La La palette. Give you guys a close-up for a real one. I like it. It's just like a nice pink fun look. I mean, I don't typically wear pink eyeshadow, so I don't know how much more use I'll get out of this palette, but it's nice to know like if I need like a bomb pink, I can just grab this palette because it has every kind of pink I would ever really need for any look ever. So yeah, overall I really like this palette. I love Colourpop shadow formula. So if you're familiar with Colourpop's shadow formula, like you have other palettes from Colourpop, you will love this palette because it's the exact same thing. I think they did an amazing job, especially knowing how hard pinks are to create. Well, I don't have like personal experience. I've never made eyeshadow before, but I've heard like pinks, reds, purples are really hard shadows to make. And so like to see like bomb pinks like this, I'm overwhelmed. Like seriously, especially coming from like a $12 eyeshadow palette, this is crazy. I just sounded like Shane Dawson when I said that. The Colourpop Ooh La La palette gets a big thumbs up from me. I love it. The shadows are pigmented, blendable, buttery, traditional Colourpop formula. I'm in love with it. We all know by now I love Colourpop's shadow formula. I've reviewed like tons of palettes on my channel from them before, so this is nothing surprising. The only downside I say to this palette is the fact that like I had some major fallout when I went in with the shade Opulent, but I did my eyes first, so I was able just to wipe it away. So my advice to anybody ever is to do your eyes first. That'll help with fallout completely. So I'm really, really, really happy with the way this turned out. And I don't like pink eyeshadow. Like, I don't think I've ever done a pink eyeshadow look on this channel before. Yeah, I don't think I've ever used, I think I used it once. But I've never done like a full-on like pink Barbie moment eyeshadow before. So today was the day for that. So yeah guys, thank you so much for watching today's video on the Colourpop Ooh La palette. I will leave a link for this palette and a link for everything I used today down below. Be sure to subscribe before you leave and leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you like this video, if you want to see more videos like this, other palettes you want me to review. Just leave me a comment down below. You can even just say hi, honestly. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.